Guard Impact, or GI, is a classic maneuver in the Soul Calibur series. It's a little different this time around, so let's find out how it works. Guard Impact is executed by pressing 4A plus B plus K. It costs half a bar's worth of meter to use. Guard Impact will repel most attacks for about 10 frames, or 1/6 of a second upon activation, and when successful, will leave the opponent open to attack for about 27 to 30 frames, meaning they can't guard or defend during that time. They are wide open. Guard Impact doesn't work on unblockables,
My sword, scream!
throws,
Break apart!
or critical edges, barring certain scenarios. Unlike the older games, Guard Impact is now a good way to fight against mix-ups, as one singular input will repel highs, mids, and lows. The only thing you need to do to Guard Impact now is catch your opponent's timing, and you're golden. A good time to Guard Impact is at disadvantage. That means if your attack gets blocked, or if you get hit, a GI might be a good idea. GI can also work for repelling slow attacks. Try it sometime. When your GI is successful, you'll generally want to follow up with your hardest launcher. Usually that's a 3B, but remember, try everything out. You want the most damage you can get for the meter that you just spent. Because most players have ignored Guard Impact because it's changed since previous games, you'll probably be able to get free damage by placing it correctly. Your opponents will be at your mercy. Well, until this happens.
Shatter! No! Damn it! You gotta be kidding me!
Ring out.
This is a re-GI. An opponent who is Guard Impacted, if they have the meter, can choose to Guard Impact back during their vulnerable period. This is their only method of defense. You can do a few things to stop an opponent who wants to re-GI. If you have any super slow, powerful moves, try them out here. Guard Impact has a vulnerable period when it whiffs, just like regular attacks. If they whiff their Guard Impact, you can catch them at the end of your slow move's execution. Depending on what you choose, you'll get good rewards. If you like the GI combo you're using and want to stick with it, just wait until your opponent whiffs their re-GI before you use it. They waste some meter, and you still get to hit them. Sounds good to me. Since Guard Impact doesn't stop throws, you can always run in and throw instead of attacking. The bad thing is that throws can be broken, so nothing is stopping your opponent from using a re-GI and mashing out a throw escape along with it. You'll need the meter for it, but if you have it, you can use your critical edge to completely bypass your opponent's re-GI. For most players, this will catch them completely by surprise. The only way to counter this is to use an advanced technique, of which you probably won't see many players using. If you do come across one of those players though, you still have 3 other ways to defeat the re-GI attempts. Well, that's Guard Impact in a nutshell. Use it wisely, and you'll be able to turn dire situations into comebacks in a flash. Some characters have combos that build enough meter to pay for the Guard Impact that they used, so these characters can get especially good mileage out of their GI. Remember, when it comes to re-GI, if your opponent doesn't have the meter for it, they are completely defenseless. If you can pick up on when your opponent is down on meter and GI them, you can hit them and there's nothing they can do about it. Try out Guard Impact for a while. You may find the results very satisfying.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
for my health.